Morning. Once in a while a product comes out that's really kind of exciting. Today I'm going to go over these new feeders. It's actually the electronic feeder, but the huge thing about these new feeders is that instead of having to go up and disassemble and open it and get down and check everything, it's all done with your phone. So you add it to the app, or actually it automatically recognizes it, these feeders in your app. It adds it to it and you control everything on your phone. No more getting down on your hands and knees in the mud checking these feeders. It's all done via Bluetooth, which is really cool. They have the regular deer feeder, and then they have a directional. I have 2 feeders on my pond, and it's a pain in the you-know-what to get down there and check the battery and check it because it's almost in the water. So I'm going to replace the 2 feeders I have with these automatic ones. And then we have 9 feed stations on this property. I'm going to replace probably 6 of them. They are a godsend. Now, let me go over real quick. I get a little in depth in this video because you need to understand something. This is Moultrie. Their old feeders that you're replacing, if you're replacing these, actually use a barrel plug for the solar charger. They don't use that anymore. So they use the slide-on plugs, and I'll have to show you. And I actually found a better value, I think, on Amazon for these solar panel chargers. You can get them for about 20 bucks, and they come with the little slide-ons automatically on there, which is kind of cool. And I think it's just a better value, to be honest, than buying theirs. So you got the regular feeder, you got the directional feeder, and if you have feeders that are not Moultrie's, you can actually retrofit. So this comes with a kit, so you can retrofit this onto your current feeder. So we have 2 Wild Game Innovation feeders out here. I'll probably go ahead and retrofit those 2, but they give you a kit that you can put this on other feeders as well too. This is really cool, dude. I mean, once in a while a product comes out that really changes the way we do things here, and this is so easy. Now, one more feature that I talk about is the feed now button. So if you're up in your stand and there's a feeder over here and it's getting dark and there's deer all around your feeder and you want to get out without scaring the deer, open up your app, push feed now, and it'll set the feeder off from your stand, depending on how far. They say up to 300 feet away. It depends on your Bluetooth, I guess, and the connection. But man, that's great. Also, if you're going into your stand, so a lot of times we go into our stands, we try and set our feed times to when we're going in so we scare off the deer, and that's what you can do. So maybe you're 100 yards away from your stand or 50 yards away and there's deer, it's pitch black. You can set it off, it'll scare the deer away temporarily, and then you can shoot into your stand and get up into your stand. So that feed now button. The other feature that's really cool is this is connected via Bluetooth. However, if you have their game cameras, which I've ordered 2 of, I'll do a review on that if you guys want. If you have a game camera near that feeder, you can actually connect via cell phone. So the game camera will actually act as a relay. So you can be in Europe on vacation or whatever and actually check your feed levels, set your times, you can set everything you want, but you can do it via your cell phone because this acts as a connection hub. Really cool stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a page and I'm going to try and find links. These things are selling out pretty fast, I'll warn you right now. So I'll try and find links to all this stuff. I'll get the full feeder, just the replacement, the solar panels, the fish feeders, and anything else I can think of that I'm talking about. So a little bit of a scattered video, but I really wanted, there's a couple little tips on here that are really important that are kind of frustrating a little bit, but you just got to work around it. So here we go. So this is the greatest thing since sliced white bread. Oh no. It's a great unboxing video, Doc. It's my usual form. We have 9 feed stations on this property. I have been replacing my Wild Game Innovation feeders with the Moultrie slowly on and off because the Wild Game ones actually leak. Oh, God almighty. All right, so why is this the greatest thing since sliced white bread? First, let me show you the old one. Here's the old Moultrie feeder. I have a bunch of these. I even have 2 fish feeders that I'm about to swap out too, which is a directional. These are the regular spinners. You had to go up underneath, you had to unscrew this, take this off, Then you were on the wrong side of it, so you had to walk around. Then you had your screen here, your batteries here, alligator clips here. That was the old one, and you had to do your test and then put it back on. You would end up dropping the screw piece and you couldn't screw it back on anymore. So, but they work really well. However, ta-da, new for this year. This is the new Pro version. I'll put a link in the description to this and the solar panel I recommend, because I don't recommend their solar panel. I recommend a different one. This is the Moultrie new feeder. And what's beautiful about this is, instead of having that, they have a swing door. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful swing door. Pull that off the screen. And battery compartment here. The only negative of this whole thing that I'll tell you right up front. They actually, instead of alligator clips, they gave you these, which is what you need when you use this type of battery. And on this type of clamp, I forget the name of it, they also have an extra leg on here, a male leg, so you can attach a solar panel to it. Unfortunately, on the older models, they used a barrel plug. See that little hole there? And there's actually a female plug. And so your solar panel would just plug in there. And that's it, you were done. So I went to go change out the ones out back, and I was like, I opened this one up, and I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. I took off this plug, and I'm like, there's nothing inside there. But here's the beautiful thing about this. Let me put a battery in it. Maybe I'll just go ahead and show you the setup on it. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the battery to this. So now we're in there. We got the battery in the compartment, and I've got it locked down. Here's the beautiful thing. I open up my Moultrie app. And I have one of their game cameras. I actually have two of their new game cameras coming. And it just says right away, add device to my account. So I'm going to add this. It recognizes it via Bluetooth. That is badass. So when you first do this, download the app, you need to make sure that that app has Bluetooth access. Mine didn't have Bluetooth access. It'll ask you, do you want to turn it on? Say yes, you go turn it on. So here it is. Firmware update. So this is the unit. It'll pop off the bottom. Corn's going to fall out. We got to catch that corn, and then you just pop it on, and I'm basically done. I've already programmed it. And then we're going to put on a solar panel on this one too. They're old solar panels that has a barrel plug on it. It's going in the trash. I mean, what else am I going to do with it? So now that we got that off, now I'm just going to put this one on. That's it. That's how easy the switch out is. There's no screws or anything. It just snaps into place, and this thing's ready to go. I just need to mount the solar panel. Now the other thing I don't care for, but it's fine. When you pull this plug out and you run your solar wires through here, it's still going to be open and rain can get in there. So get a piece of Gorilla Tape and just seal that hole up when the wire's going into it. So here's a little side note. When you get these, you're going to need to separate the wire so you can feed them through one at a time. Bend down this actual little extra tab here. Now this is on the solar panel. Also, typically these things, when they come in, they're really tight and they're hard to get onto it. So get a little flathead screwdriver. Do not push in hard. Just get it to the point where a little screwdriver can barely feed in there on the front of it, because you don't want to loosen them too much, otherwise the connections will be loose. And if you do loosen it up too tight, of course you can take a screwdriver and you can tighten it back down, but you want to make sure that at least a little teeny flathead screwdriver can get into those. Otherwise, you'll be battling these things on here. That would be perfect. That thing's not moving. It's in there tight. That's in there really tight, so that'll work well. Now I just got to feed this in. All right, so here's a note. On some of my other ones, I didn't do the firmware update. On this one, I did do a firmware update, and look what is on there. Now there's toggles. There's toggles next to these pre-programmed timers, by the way. So you don't have to delete them. When you update your software, which I should have done on these, which I will do, you have the toggles. All these feeders now have toggles. So I have a 6 a.m., but the 7 and the 6 p.m., which come standard, are not toggled on. They're not green. So that makes sense. What did we learn about these the other day when we tell it to spin?
Oh, it got some power on it.
They've got like 3 times the power as the old ones. The old ones would just go blah, and they'd throw like maybe 8 or 10 feet. Dude, watch this. So let me find, this one is called the Road. I'm gonna go to the Road one. And here's the cool part about this. It's connecting to a device. I'm gonna push feed now, and this thing throws 20, 30, 40 feet. Your feeder will run shortly. I'm gonna turn around because I don't want to get one in the eye.
We used to have to duck behind the glass. Now you got to turn behind the glass too.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that one, that feeder actually kicks, man. The old version, these old versions right here, these, which are basically going in the trash except for the batteries, you had to unscrew the bottom plug. You had that. I mean, it was a nightmare. So this is a fantastic improvement. Fantastic. So let me go over just a couple quick points again. Number one, if you want to connect this thing via your cell phone, not Bluetooth, it has to relay off of one of their cell cameras. So I showed you that camera. I'll put a link to it. If I forget to put a link to that camera, let me know. So you have those two together, and you can actually control it and check on it via your cell phone, via cellular. Otherwise, it's Bluetooth. So with it, as soon as you get within the area, as soon as you're close to it, it'll connect. It does not come with a battery. It uses the 6-volt regular deer feeder batteries, so you have to have those batteries. It updates automatically, so as soon as you hook it up, it talks to your cell phone, and the time, date, and everything is actually prepared. Do the update, because it came with some pre-programmed times on it, and I ended up deleting that. Well, when I did my update, they actually put a toggle next to those, so you can turn them on and off. So now there's a toggle next to your feed times, which you can turn on and off. Maybe you don't want to do an evening feed, just a morning feed. So instead of having to delete those, you can actually toggle those on and off. The solar panels. The solar panels I recommend, they're 6 volt. You have to get 6 volt. And I just mount them on the legs. There really isn't a great way to mount them on the Moultrie feeders because you have to drill into the main body. I just use a 3/4 inch self-tapping. I pre-drill a hole in the leg, and then I mount it on there. One screw holds it just fine. And they're, like I said, they're about 20 bucks. I think you can get a 2-pack. The 2-pack, I just ordered 2 more, and I think it was like $36 for 2 of the solar panels because I need them on my fish feeders over here. If you're looking for the whole unit, you can get the whole unit. They sell the whole unit as one, and it comes with the Pro 3, I think it's called, which is that updated one, but it does not come with the solar panel on it. The other option you can do too, you can get the smaller feeders like I have, and they're fairly inexpensive, and then you can just swap these out, which I know doesn't make sense, but price wise, it may be actually just about the same if they're hard to find. My fish feeders down here, I think they've stopped working. The solar panels are not doing well, so I've finally got in the directional feeders. I don't know if you can see them. I've got one here, and I've got one over there. And man, let me tell you what, when those go off, it looks like a whitewater rapid. The fish just go crazy. And I get my pellets. Someone's gonna ask, I get my fish food from Tractor Supply. And on those feeders, I'm gonna warn you, don't use like larger catfish pellets. you have to get the game fish pellets, which are 3/16 of an inch. Let me say it again. You need to get the small pellets, the 3/16 inch pellets in that. The big catfish pellets clog that thing up. You got to get the small little pellets. Very important point if you're going to get a fish feeder for your pond. Can you put in these feeders? You can't put anything inside there. It does well with corn. It does well with a corn soybean mix. But if you're going to put some other kind of other things inside of it, you may want to test it out with a little bit of feed to check it, because sometimes it doesn't feed well. Man, there's a lot to cover on this. So anyways, I just finished up, if you're new to our channel, I just finished up a complete food plot video showing you how individual deer have individual tastes and why we do multiculture. We see tons of stuff. I have hundreds of deer coming through these food plots in fields at night. And anyways, I hope this helped. If you don't mind, give it a thumbs up. I'll put links down below. And that's about it. Doc.